You guys, welcome back to another brand new Cobblemon update showcase. I know this has been a heavily awaited time in our lives, but Cobblemon 1.5 is officially right around the corner. And I'm lucky enough to be able to have my hands on an early test build so I can showcase to you guys all of the cool new things that the developers have added for us to play when Cobblemon 1.5 officially drops. Now, just like most of my update videos, I'm not going to go over every single line of the changelog. It will be in the description if you want to look at it for yourself. I will just be showing you all of the big new changes that are going to change how you play Cobblemon every day. So without further ado, let's just get into it. And I do want to also give a big shout out to the people who made this amazing map. It's a big museum, which really goes with the theme of ruins and revival. You can see what caught me like the most is like this giant skeleton of the Aurorus and the Tortuga over here. And they also, like, if you get when the update comes out and you'll have access to this map, you guys can go through here and see all the new changes. I've already looked at quite a few of them just to see what's up. So I think I'll be able to guide you through it without needing to go through all this, because I want you guys to do it for yourselves. Because I went through this map and every 5 seconds I was thinking to myself, whoa, that's so cool. Whoa, there's a couple things I might show you, but yeah, so there's the ruins wing and there's also the revival ring, I believe. There's all the fossils are over there and all of the other stuff's over there. But we're gonna go over it all in the main lobby here with the Aurorus. So first and foremost, and we can't really do it here, we've added 17 ruin structures. We can find Pokemon-themed armor trims and poetry shards, tumblestones, and more. Now I don't think there's a way for me to show them in here for you. There's an example of some of them if you come into the ruins wing. You can see, for example, like the desert one right here. And just like in Minecraft 1.5, you'll have this just suspicious sand. And if I go ahead and grab myself a brush, if I could spell, a brush, I should be able to do this and put it in there, but it seems like only naturally spawned suspicious sand, from what I've seen, is gonna have stuff in it. So let me take you to one real quick. Okay, this is an example of one. This is the prehistoric mud pit. And it might not look like anything special right now, but it is, we are archaeologists, and archaeologists will dig. So if I dig away at a couple of these blocks here, oh, I think I already broke one. You should be able to start finding some suspicious gravel. Oh, just like that, I found a couple pieces right here. So if I go ahead and take my brush and start brushing at it, there's a lot of different cool things you'll be able to find here. And I think that's a raw gold. I don't have the exact entire list of what you can get, but I did find a fossil. Fossil seems to be a little bit rarer than everything else. There's a lot of stuff we can get from there. There's some raw copper ore. And yeah, you can just brush all these out. Some raw iron ore. Let's see what else we got. Is that a big root? I think you can get big roots from this. Yeah. What do we got here? What is that? Oh, a white herb. Okay. I did not know that I was going to be able to get that from this. But yeah, I don't know how much exactly spawns in each of these. I haven't really explored a lot. I'll show you guys one more just for continuity's sake. And I think that's a P block. So you guys can evolve your Ursaring with that guy. What do we got here? Dragon Fang. Very useful. Let me go show you guys one more. Alright, so this structure right here is called the prehistoric tree. It looks like a tree that's kind of cut down. You'll be able to see like the shed wood here. And if we go ahead and start mining at the tree, obviously we want all that nice juicy wood. We'll go mine all the way down to the bottom of it, and we can see kind of in here is where we're gonna find our suspicious gravel and stuff. What is this? Is this tough? Okay. That block looks strange to me for some reason. But let's see here if we're able to find any suspicious gravel down here. We should be able to. Oh, there's some right here. Yeah, there's some right here. So that's just another example, and I can mine this out and find myself, what is that? An energy root, stuff like that. And you know, it's all about excavation, so you're gonna have to mine for some of it. When you see those structures on the surface, that's how you're gonna know you're gonna find the suspicious sand and suspicious gravel. We can find all the good stuffs. Is this what some gold ore? But you also can find the armor trims and pottery shards and tumblestones. So tumblestones will get me into the next area. All right, so now we found ourselves back in the museum, actually, just to show you guys the ancient Pokeballs. So like I said, when you guys are in those ruin structures, you can find Tumblestone by doing that, and you can get yourselves the ancient Pokeballs. So if I go in here and go to the Pokeball section, you can see there's a couple new ones. You have obviously your ancient Pokeball, Rosate, all the variants, Ivory Balls, etc. You have your Great and your Ultra, but you also have a couple new ones. We have the ancient Feather Ball, ancient Heavy Ball, and their Wing and Jet and Ledin and Gigaton, and the ancient Origin Ball. So these are all new balls, and they're mostly cosmetic upgrades. These ones are just like your average Pokeball. The ancient Heavy Ball right now, I believe, is just the same catch rate as a regular Pokeball. It doesn't have any additional features other than that it flies less than other balls. As you can see, that one reached that trapdoor, and that one didn't even reach the doorway. And you have the ancient Origin Ball. I don't believe this is craftable yet. It's just kind of like in the game for... Let's find out. Yeah, it's just in the game for, just to look cool. But we do have this awesome, the ancient Feather Ball. Now this one does have functionality right now. It flies farther. So just to do a little test, here's how far the Ultra Ball goes. It went right a little bit below my cursor. The ancient Feather Ball, it hit the wall. You couldn't even see the puff of smoke. It went so far. So these are really, really good. And now to craft these, you're just gonna need 2 Tumblestone and then the apricorns that you want. Just like that. The Slate Ball, the Ivory Ball. For the Great Ball, it's the same thing. For the Ultra Ball, it's the same thing. Now for the Jet Ball, the Feather Ball, Wing Ball, and Jet Ball, you're gonna need Sky Tumblestone, and then a different ore in the middle with the blue and white apricorn. For the Heavy Ball, it's gonna be the same thing. Black Tumblestone, black apricorns, and a different thing. And again, you can't make the ancient Origin Ball. The Feather Ball is going to be very useful to craft. The rest of them are just completely cosmetic, but the Feather Ball actually, I mean, they go so far. You can catch Pokemon from very far away. Don't got to be close to them at all. So I definitely recommend picking some of those up. Maybe I'll accidentally catch this Pharaoh Seed right here. But yeah, let's talk about the armor trims real quick. All right, now there's only one smithing plate that they've added, or smithing template, and that will let you look like this. This is what it will make your armor look like. I didn't want to go through crafting it. It is in the museum here, so read the book. It tells you all the cool stuff about the automation one. It's supposed to represent a Golurk, I believe, a little bit, and it does so. As you can see, it looks like it on the smithing template. It has like a Golurk looking swirl on it that you could see on his arms. But that's cool. If you like, you want to have some Cobblemon themed armor, that's what you're gonna do with that. The last thing I want to show you, and it should be in the museum here as well, if I remember where to find it at, is the Pottery shards. So there are now Pokemon themed pottery that you can find, and they're all right here. And you can find those pottery shards from the ruins as well. And there's, I believe, 6 different pots, 3 different pots, 6 different pots. Yeah. You've got their classic Pokemon Red and Blue monster looking one. You've got the Ammonite, Lord Helix. You've got the Kabuto, just regular Pokeball, a little Ditto Smile, and then I'm not even really sure what this one's supposed to be. I'm not gonna lie. Is it a it looks like a Charizard maybe? I think it's a Mega Charizard. Okay, I think, yeah, Mega Charizard. Just a decorated pot, but I think it's a Mega Charizard. Bygone. Yeah, so maybe. Whatever it's supposed to be, it looks really cool. That's all I know. But yeah, those pottery, it's just a bit of a decoration item for you guys. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you is, again, going to bring us out of the museum. These beautiful waterfalls here, and then you'll notice that there's just a tower right here. And there's a little Honedge that spawned next to it. But there's a little tower that we could climb. So if we go inside, what's up here? We keep going up. Let's go up. Oh, what is this? It's the new gilded chest item. So we have gilded chests now. So let me show you guys these. There's a couple different colors that you can make. You can make all these colors. And to get them, it's just going to be some dried kelp, gold, apricorns, and a chest. The recipe only changes based on what color apricorn you're using. And we also have the Gimmighoul chest, which you cannot craft, and I'll show you why in a second. But These gilded chests are awesome. You can find them in these ruins. You can find some really cool stuff like relic coins. Found some link cables, some XP candy, some glass bottles. We'll go to a couple different ones. I don't know the exact loot pools that they can drop, but maybe not this one. All right, I've went ahead and found another tower. And some of the towers, you'll notice at the very top, instead of having a gilded chest, they have a Gimmighoul chest. So I will go ahead and give myself, let's grab myself an origin ball. I'm gonna catch this in an origin ball just to be cool. And if I interact with it, it actually spawns a Gimmighoul. So this is an actual real life Gimmighoul. It's not a chest. Oh, I killed it. Spawn another one. And we could catch that Gimmighoul. Awesome. So we caught it. And now we have the Gimmighoul. And you guys can see the new catch and throw animation. I'll show off a little bit later. But we have a Gimmighoul. And we can actually give it these relic coins. So you notice we got these relic coins. You get them from digging. You can find them in there. There's a couple different things you could do. So you could get the... if you get 9 relic coins, you make a relic coin pouch. And 9 relic coin pouches makes a relic coin sack. And I can go ahead and feed... You know, so this would be, 9 times 9, 81 each. If I feed enough of these to this guy, he'll be ready to evolve. And then I can evolve him into a golden go. Now, I'm not going to show this to you guys, right? But there is a super secret golden go skin that you can find in the game. Something super special happens if I take this Gimmighoul. And instead of feeding it the coins, I feed it some netherite scrap. And it's a lot of netherite scrap. You need a lot. Just feed it netherite scrap until it doesn't want it anymore. And if you do that, I think you might be able to feed it netherite block too, just to make it faster if you're doing this in like creative. Until it's done. And then feed it. It'll be ready to evolve. I'm not going to show you what it evolves into. Try it out for yourself when it comes out. I'll just give you one thing to look forward to when the mod comes out. It is definitely worth checking out, though. And definitely worth mining netherite. It gives netherite a bit more of a purpose for rare Pokemon. Because the Goldengo with netherite skin looks really cool. Again, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. You have to wait till the update comes out. Alright, the next thing I want to show off to you guys, and we'll do it right here in this area because I see my baby Tinkatink here. There are obviously new catching and sending out Pokemon animations as well as battle animations. So let me catch this Tinkatink. Battle animations has been a heavily requested feature. As you guys can see, it's going to shake 3 times and then it's going to shoot off a little rocket. I believe that little rocket happens even if you catch with a regular Pokeball. So that was the, that happens in Legends Arceus, is that little firework that pops out. I believe that's just doesn't have to do with the origin ball. Oh, no, yeah, so it has different stars. So, yeah, there's different animations for different Pokeballs. That's something that I didn't even know, and now we do know. It's really cool. And also, when I get into a battle, we'll battle this Pidgey here, for example. I send out my Pokemon like that. And then when I go to fight, I'll use a water-type move. And since I have particles on, you'll actually notice a little water splash. Same thing if I come over to this Wingull and use Zen Headbutt. You notice some, like, psychic... Boom, some, like, psychic blasts. So, yeah, it seems that every type move has its own move animations. It's not exactly that every move has its own animation. It's mostly the type. So, there's still a lot that could be done with it. But it's a big upgrade from nothing, Yeah, so for example, if I were to fight this crab is actually probably going to kill me, but I'll try. If I were to use Fairy Wind on it, use Protect. Oh yeah, you saw the little fairy particles. So, yeah, every single type has cool little particles like that. So definitely when you get the mod, check them out all for yourself. I'm not going to show them all to you guys right now. Because again, I want you guys to have something to look forward to. So make sure you check them out when the mod comes out. Alright, there are a couple new items that I want to show you guys that are added to the game now. First and foremost, you could get the gems. I believe that you find those from excavating. I don't think they're craftable. You find them from excavating, and also you can find them in the chests in these ruined towers, I believe. That's something that I'm not able to test out too well because I don't want to go look for them. But just know that keep an eye out for these when you guys find them in your world. They'll be very, very helpful. You remember if you play Gen 5 competitive, how broken these were. So if you're a competitive battler in Cobblemon, these are going to be especially helpful to you. Also, you guys should be able to find the new ability patches and capsules. You can't find them yet, but you know, if you're on a server where you're able to get them, they do work as intended. So if I have the ability patch and I were to, say for example, give myself a Charizard, everybody knows that Charizard's hidden ability is solar power. So if I were to look at the Charizard now, its ability is Blaze, but if I were to send it out, give it the patch, its ability is now solar power. So they work as intended, but there's just no way to get them yet. You can't craft them. But if you're on a server, it might be a good reward for maybe if you have a battle or something. So some way you guys can get them, or maybe find yourself a fake crafting recipe for the time being. But it's a very cool item to have in. The other thing, and I can't find it on the, but there's the feathers. These guys, maybe they are on here. Am I blind? They are on here, yeah. You can find the feathers. I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't say how you find them. So I'm not going to tell you how. I guess that's something that we'll learn for the future. But you can make them. The fairy feather too. Or not make them. You can't make them. You should be able to find them somewhere. Maybe in those chests in the ruins. Maybe probably not from excavating. That'd be a little odd. But either way, make sure you guys keep an eye out. We'll find out how to do that in a future date. I just don't have the proper details for it right now. Now, the last aspect of the ruins portion before we get into the revival, and I guess it's a bit of a segue here because we have some ancient Pokemon that aren't fossils that are now making their way into Cobblemon. So I haven't chosen my starter yet, but if I go on here and scroll down, I should be able to see Hisuian, which means I will be able to choose a Hisuian starter. Now, these are not different Pokemon. They just have a different kind of code in them. And they look a little different. You know I gotta choose my boy Rowlet. If I send him out, there he is. Let me give myself some rare candies. We'll evolve this guy into his final form. Alright, so if we evolve him into Dartrix, you see he's got the cool looking a guy right there. And then, you know, of course, we can evolve him then into Hisuian Decidueye. And let me give myself the Cyndaquil and Oshawott so you guys can see what they look like as well. As you guys can see, I have the adorable Hisuian region-biased Cyndaquil as well as the Oshawott. And if I were to go ahead and evolve them, we can get the Quilava, which doesn't look too different. Actually, I believe he's got a little bit of purple under there somewhere. He's kind of hard to tell the difference between. So you're going to see one in the wild. But if I were to evolve him again, you know, we would get the Hisuian Typhlosion, which looks so epic. Almost makes me wish I would have chosen when I played Legends Arceus. But I can, you know, evolve this guy into Duat, which has his shells turn to be this kind of red-ish color. And then into Hisuian Samurott, which gives you that dark type beauty. There's nothing difference between the Hisuian, you know, Oshawott, Duat, Rowlet, Dartrix, Cyndaquil, Quilava, other than their looks. They don't have a different type, no different moves, and just what they evolve into. So if you're really into the Hisuian starters, you can go ahead and pick one up at the beginning of your adventure. You are also able to find these starters, and I don't know exactly where, but I'll make a video on how to find them in the future, all of the other ones, because you could also get, like, you know, Alolan, Pikachu and Execute and stuff like that. And I'll probably make a video on how to find all these different regional forms because a lot of them are cool. They're a lot different than like Alolan, you know, Rattata, because it's a Pikachu that evolves into an Alolan Pokemon, you know, just kind of like how these guys are. So, you know, if you guys like them, pick them up. And without further ado, let's get into the fossils. I've been really excited about them. Alright guys, and the first bit of this video has pretty much all been about the ruins aspect, but I think it's time we head over to the second wing and talk about the fossils. Now again, as you guys saw, you can find fossils from excavating in those fossil pits, or wherever you find them. And every fossil Pokemon, I believe, is now in the game. So if I were to go to the fossils, there's the archaeology section, and I believe we've hit everything in here. You know, the tumblestone you can make into blocks. I don't think I mentioned that. But everything else is pretty much here. But you've got all these different kinds of fossils. All right, and the most important part about getting a fossil is gonna be, you know, restoring it. I want an ammonite, you know. So there are 3 different items that you're going to need, and let me show you how to craft each of them. You got the fossil analyzer, which we crafted with an amethyst shard, some redstone, quartz, iron, and glass. We've got the data analyzer, which can be crafted with glowstone. Oh, hi, Wooper. Hi, Wooper. Hi, little guy. Sorry, I love Wooper. The data analyst, 5 iron, 2 copper, a glowstone, and some glass. And then we have the restoration tank, which is a composter, 3 iron, a gas tier, and 2 glass. Now, they don't do anything by themselves, but if you place a restoration tank and then a fossil analyzer next to it and a data monitor on top of it, yeah, this is a fossil restoration machine. You have to place it in a pretty similar, I mean, it could be on the other side, but just like this, okay? Now, we need to fill our restoration tank with some juice for our Pokemon to, you know, come alive. We need some nutrients in there. So we can add a bunch of different things. You know, we can add medicinal leeks. We can add apricorns. We can add pep-up flowers. We can add leaves, saplings. There's a lot of different things you can add. And oops, you can't add that. And you'll notice you need a lot of them, okay? So it's not easy to get a fossil Pokemon. You're gonna need to do a lot of excavating. Probably the best thing to do would be go shear a ton of leaves. It does make it go pretty fast. But once you've got this all filled up, it won't let you fill it up anymore. And if you put your fossil in there, it's gonna start going. And you can see on the inside, there is starting the form of a little ammonite fetus. Now, if you guys remember in my 1.5 Trello video, there are different forms of each Pokemon while they're in the restoration tank. So they come in like a fetus form, you know, and then they get a little bit bigger, and then they get into their regular form. It does take a bit of time. I've actually been growing an ammonite over here for about 5 minutes, and it's not even close to being done. It looks like that does not look like an ammonite to me. So we're gonna give it a little bit more time. I'll go ahead and cut to when this one is done. And I started a timer so I know exactly when this one is done as well. And I'll let you know how long it takes to make an ammonite. All right. That took a long time, but that's okay because, you know, they're supposed to be special to get. Let's go ahead and get this guy. So, you're able to choose what Pokeball you want to put it in, and you'll get a different effect based on what. So let's put it in this Dusk Ball. If we just right-click it, we get the beautiful Ammonite. There he is. And this one down here is probably still chugging along. It's probably pretty close to done. Either way, that is everything you need to know about the fossils. You just gotta fill it up with more juice when you're done, and you'll be able to keep going. And I think that's about it for the 1.5 update. I'll have a bunch more videos out when the update actually comes out. There's not too much more I can show you guys right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Let me know what your guys' favorite comment is. And if you guys are itching to see some Pokemon, make sure you guys check out my last video where I showcased every new Pokemon that is in Cobblemon 1.5. And a lot of people were telling me that I forgot to show off Scraggy and Scrafty. Just to show you guys now, because I got so many hate comments about it. They're not in the game yet. So don't stop telling me I'm a bad YouTuber. That's them. You're welcome. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what your guys' favorite new feature is. and hope to see you guys for some other awesome Cobblemon content. I've been EYRIE, and you guys have a great day.